The Vox Markets Podcast with Justin Waite. Nothing in this podcast is intended as investment advice, and the people in this podcast may hold positions in the stocks they talk about. Do not buy anything based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
And joining me on the podcast right now is James Campbell, Managing Director of Botswana Diamonds. The ticker there is BOD. James, thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much indeed for having us.
It's always nice to get a new company on because, I'm a private investor myself and I like to be educated. And I know about Botswana. I do hold a sort of company that invests in Botswana there, so I know pretty much about Botswana. I'm not huge on the diamond market, though. So before we get into the details of what your particular project is about, the specifics there, give us a brief summary as to what Botswana Diamonds is all about, please, James.
Botswana Diamonds is a diamond explorer very firmly focused in Botswana, as the name sounds, and South Africa too as well. Why Botswana? Botswana is a stable democracy in the southern end of Africa, and it's the world's largest supplier of diamonds. Why South Africa? South Africa is home to the strong diamond production, and according to De Beers and according to ourselves, is probably one of the most prospective countries in the world. And in each of those countries, we have active exploration adventures from greenfields exploration all the way through to resource development.
Excellent stuff. Okay, so looking through your recent news feed here, and you've got a Thorny River project update. Now, is this your flagship project, James?
Yes, this is our flagship project, and why we call it that is that it's a project which is most advanced in terms of resource development and most advanced in terms of potential commerciality. And our RNS we issued a week or so ago said that we had just kicked off a scoping study to look at the various engineering and costing components of developing a mine there.
Okay, and so you've kicked that off. And what do you know about the project so far then, up until this level?
Well, over the course of the last year, we did a lot of exploration work, including percussion and core drilling, microdiamond assessment, and finally, at the end of the year, we took a large bulk sample and recovered a large number of bulk diamonds. So what we have at the moment is we have a classified exploration information, which has given us grade and diamond value and volume ranges.
Okay, and what are those?
They sit at the moment between $60 and $140 per tonne in the ground, and if one compares that with many other diamond projects in the world at the moment, that looks fairly attractive, and therein why the board has actually kicked off the scoping study to start looking at the engineering and commercial aspects of the project.
Marvellous stuff. And how long will this scoping study last, James, and when will you start getting results from them?
We will complete the scoping study within a period of 6 months. It is an area of the country where there is already strong infrastructure. We're not in the middle of the desert like in Botswana. We're 3 hours north of Johannesburg. We're just off the main highway. We have power, we have water, and we have a stable workforce. So it's not something where a lot of remote applications you're going to have to look at.
Yeah, and I suppose importantly, you have the cash to carry out this scoping study, don't you?
That's correct. We also raised, and that was our second RNS of a week or so ago, we raised £500,000 in order to complete the scoping study and also, very importantly, to further our other exploration activities in Botswana and in South Africa and take the other kimberlites we have in our portfolio gradually up the resource pipeline.
Yeah, and just an overall view of the diamond market. Where's it at, Jim? What's it like at the moment?
The diamond market over the past 5 years has actually been steadily improving. It's not been volatile. It's not given some very highs or some very lows. But one of the big key indicators of the diamond market are the diamond sales between Thanksgiving and Christmas in the United States, as that is where approximately 25% of the world's diamonds are sold on an annualized basis. And the news coming out of the States was that diamond sales were ahead of expectation. And that's good for the market, as what it means is that the diamond pipeline starts to get destocked, and it goes all the way back to explorers who have the longest lead time from a diamond pipeline expression.
Yeah, absolutely. Very interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. That's an interesting fact. So, okay, well, James, if someone's listening right now and they like the sound of this, but they're not following the story as yet, Give them 3 quick reasons why they should hit that follow button on your page and add you to their watch list, please.
Okay, the first reason, Botswana and South Africa are the most prospective destinations for diamonds in the world. The second reason is Botswana Diamonds has a package of high-quality projects and ground, all the way from exploration ground to kimberlites which are on the verge of resource development. And thirdly, Botswana Diamonds has the team which developed the world-class AK6 kimberlite, firstly with De Beers and then with Lucara Diamond Corporation. And this mine is host to some of the world's largest and most fabulous diamonds, and importantly, produced a dividend in its second year of operation.
Excellent stuff. And before you go, so what's the next milestone you're hoping to achieve, James?
Well, there are 3 bits of news we're going to be putting out over the next 3 to 4 months. The first one are the drilling results on a project at Ontefreden. The second one are mineral chemistry results on our suite of kimberlites in the Free State province of South Africa. And then thirdly, what we've discussed already are the results of our scoping study on the Thorny River project in South Africa.
Excellent stuff. Well, obviously there's a lot going on there, and James, it's good to get you on very soon, so hopefully we'll chat again in the not-too-distant future. Thank you very much.
I hope so too, and thank you very much to you too.
The Vox Markets Podcast with Justin Waite. Nothing in this podcast is intended as investment advice, and the people in this podcast may hold positions in the stocks they talk about. Do not buy anything based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.